This is the Tech Podcast Network. If it's tech, it's here.
Our CES coverage is also sponsored in part by GoDaddy.com. Get domain names, cloud hosting, and dedicated servers. All easy to manage and configure. GoDaddy has all your web needs. Visit TPN.TV/GoDaddy for special CES offers.
Speaking of which,
one of my favorite companies. I'm excited.
This is, and I saw this yesterday, 2 days ago at Digital Experience. Our friend Hillary Money was there, and she showed me the Nessie, and I was going, wow, this is awesome. So we have John Meyer here, and we'll need some sound on 3 here, please. And he is he's with, of course, Bluemic. He is the CEO of Bluemic.
Yes.
How you doing?
I'm good.
And
good
you guys,
nice to meet you.
Speaking of, I always try and highlight the companies that have been here all 3 years that we've been streaming. You've been on our show.
Yep.
Well, actually, you've been a staple.
It's a tradition.
In our action. I mean, I remember 5 years ago, we were up in Central Hall above Intel. You had a little booth that overlooked the whole area.
Oh, yeah,
and we did a nice interview with you on that one.
Yep.
That was when you debuted the Snowball.
Yeah.
So now you got the Nessie. Why don't you tell us a little bit about
All
what
right,
that
so this is what we're calling the first adaptive USB microphone for fearless recording. And essentially, what we're trying to do is make a product that gets you that end result that is so mysterious and hard to get for some folks, or for a beginner who's never tried to record anything, or in the case of an experienced user who just doesn't have time to have his engineer or producer do all the processing that needs to happen. So what we've done is put some mechanical things and some digital stuff in there to get a great result, to not have to really think about it.
Okay.
The first couple things are mechanical. So there's a pop filter built right into the product. So you can see behind the blue logo, there's some black felt in there. So on the pro side where we do mics, we sell pop filters specifically for that purpose, to get rid of plosives and all the airflow that happens when you're recording.
Yeah.
We also have the capsule, the microphone element inside is shock mounted. So bumps on the table as you're doing a take will be greatly reduced, so you don't have that issue. But where it really gets fun is the DSP, or the signal processing that we have inside. We've done some work with this on Tiki, which is our sort of communication product. And we thought, this really needs to be something we need to expand out into our general microphone population. So it does things like control level. If someone gets real soft or real loud in a particular take, but it's the perfect take otherwise, it does level control. It does some EQing, does some de-essing. So a lot of those things that you would do after the fact, or you'd have an engineer do, we built right into it. And so it gives us some interesting things to do. So I'll show you the back here. We ship it in what we call voice mode. So we think that's what most people will probably use it for initially. But we also, because again it's digital and it's got the processing inside, we can switch it over to instrument mode or music mode.
Okay.
And for someone who doesn't want to have the processing, you can switch it over to raw or flat mode. And that way they can do whatever they want to do with the audio afterwards. So you can still get a flat, just sort of more basic sound. And there's some other fun things going on. So
I see the button in the front.
Yeah, so we've got some standard stuff that we do. Some of our competitors are doing this, some aren't, but we've got a headphone output, so zero latency headphone output. So you can actually hear and monitor what's going on live while you're performing or speaking. And because of that, we've got some interesting controls. So the bottom of the unit is the volume for the headphone.
Awesome.
And you've got a capacitive touch mute. So if you want to mute the mic real quick, it's totally noiseless. There's no click or pop that happens.
I was feeling the button.
It doesn't click, right?
Click,
you just it's sort of like your iPhone. You just kind of pass your finger over it and it mutes it.
Okay.
And then there's one fun little feature that's sort of hidden. We're calling it sort of our serpentine motion. And you actually can place the mic, so if you want to speak, up into it, you've got a guitar maybe that you want to have the directionality go down to the guitar, so you can really control a lot about the placement of the microphone. So
I was going to ask about that because it looked like it was going to be just one position and done. But
well, and it's the first time we've done a product that we've committed to the desk stand, right? So
Yeah.
a lot of our products you can pop off and put on a studio stand and do other things with it. This one we decided to say, you know what, this is going to be a desktop microphone, but we wanted to give some flexibility because of that. So
you have Bluemic fanboys out there. They will find a way to put it onto a mic
yeah,
stand.
I know.
It works. It just
Upside
works
down hanging.
Exactly. It'll be like this. Because this is the best part. Is it doesn't matter. This thing just looks cool.
All of their stuff just looks cool. It seems
always,
like,
yeah. I always talk about microphones and their use and being able to talk into it and make it your voice sound good. But sometimes it's about a cool looking
aesthetics
microphone.
are always important.
And this is a cool looking microphone. That's
well,
for sure.
thank you. And we talked about that a lot. We said this needs to be the kind of thing you want on your desk, you want in your workstation to show people and kind of show it off. So we as you said, we do a lot of that in our products, but this one especially because again it's all in one. We thought it really needed to have that extra touch. So.
Now, is there any particular software you recommend working with this, or does it work across the board?
It really across the board. That's the other thing is it's still a plug-and-play microphone. We pretty much everything we make is plug-and-play, no drivers. It just works, and that's part of the beauty of having the DSP inside. It's already built for this mic element and for this structure, so you don't have to worry about messing with the computer. So from that point, yes, you can use, on the Mac side, GarageBand. On the PC side, Audacity, and everything else that's out there. So you can be as basic as a simple recording software or still use it for communication or video blogging, that kind of thing. So
Now this is just for the desktop. There's no connection to iPad recording or anything like that?
Right, so this one of the things we haven't talked about is we're doing all this right at the $99 price point. And that, again, was designed purposely to make sure we could get it to a large audience. So it's kind of tough to put all the functionality, for instance, of being an iOS product as well as a USB product. But yeah, we haven't done the final testing, but you still could do that by using the camera connection kit. Snowball, for instance, works great on an iPad. You just have to have the camera connection kit. So.
All right.
So I'm getting the signal from the producers over here. Let us know how much and where can we find these things.
So $99 is going to be the street price on it, and we're basically late spring is where we're targeting. We haven't actually announced a ship date yet because we want to make sure it's a real date. So probably in the next 4 to 6 weeks, we'll actually announce a real ship date, and we're saying right now late spring. So.
And to stay in the know, where can they go to get more information?
Bluemic.com, and Mic is spelled M-I-C.
Bluemic.com. Awesome.
There you go.
Great.
Thank you very much, John.
Thank you.
Thank you guys as
John,
always.
again, always a pleasure.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Awesomeness. Like I said, when I walked up to it, it's like, wow, that is the microphone. Whoops. Don't trip over the mic cord. Almost had a little accident there. So anyway, it's amazing how Bluemic has actually evolved. And I have the original Snowball. I have the Eyeball.
Okay.
I never got the Yeti.
I have the Yeti.
You have the Yeti.
Yeah.
But I love the Yeti. It just never really worked because I use a regular microphone. But they also have the regular studio mics.
Right.
I know Todd, he doesn't have the mouse. He has the other one, I think the Spark or something like that.
They're all aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah.
It's
And
crazy.
I think our other sponsor,
Yes.
and that is GoDaddy. And if you, of course, domain names and web hosting and stuff like that, but they got a new web hosting service that you need to try out. You need to check out. If you're not a web builder, you need to get on this program. The website building process, it makes it simple, it makes it easy. And of course, there's website building processes out there, but they don't have the GoDaddy name on it. And they don't have the support that GoDaddy can give, and they don't have the servers that GoDaddy has for that. So you can build your website within seconds. You can use stock footage from their stock footage, so you don't get sued by somebody.
Right.
And you can get online. You can create use all of their from their templates, and you can even convert them to a mobile device. And that's the important thing is to have your website to be mobile ready.
And without GoDaddy, none of this would be possible for us. We've been using GoDaddy since almost the inception of the TPN live stream.
Exactly. So thank you a lot to GoDaddy. Don't forget to use that promo code. Go over to TPN.TV /GoDaddy or use the promo code WST50. WST50 will get you
WST50.
up to 50% off on some of this stuff. So
Don't miss out. Do it now.
This is the Tech Podcast Network. If it's tech, it's here.